Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to another Thaumcraft 4.2 tutorial. So today we're going to carry on with a bit more of the ARTIFICE stuff. We're pretty much almost done. I think I've covered everything. Actually I've got that. I completely forgot about that one. But yeah, we pretty much got everything. I've set the rest of the stuff up and we're just going to cover bits and bobs today. And then I'll cover the bone bow at the end of this video if we've got the time, which we should have. So there's only a couple bits and pieces left, like I said. We've got the item grate to go over, show you some cool things with the banners that you can make, brain in a jar, and then the Thaumian Fortress armor. Sweet, so let's jump straight into it today and we'll get this over and done with. So, first thing is the item grate, very easy thing to make, trapdoor and iron bars. This thing will act kind of like a trapdoor, it'll also act like an iron grate. So this will allow items to pass through it or stay on top of it, depends which state you have it in. As you can see, that is now open, items will pass through there. Let's grab some Thaumian just to show you. There you go, see items will now pass through there, go like that. Items won't. So it'd be pretty nifty for sorting things out or something like that. If you wanted to throw like a load of items down, like say you had lava underneath and you wanted to trash a load of stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to chuck it all on there, make sure, and if you're like, oh no, I don't want to chuck that, grab it all back and chuck it all down. When you're sure you got everything there, bam, gone forever. So that's pretty nifty. I think you can redstone control it. Let's just have a little bit of a look here. How you toggle? Yeah, you can do it with the redstone signal. Items can also be piped into the top of an item grate using a hopper by other means, and if open will be ejected out the bottom. So you can pipe things into it as well and they'll be ejected out the bottom if you decide to go that way about it. Cool. That's quite a nifty little item. You probably come up with some quite nifty little mechanics with that. So the next bit I want to show you is banners. So the one thing that's missing from 1.7.10 is banners. I think that's missing. I haven't played around with them anyway, so I'm assuming they're not in there. So banners in modded, you don't tend to get them. Thaumcraft adds this ability. So this is how you make them. Not too bad at all. 3 wool, 2 sticks, and oak wood slab, and that's going to give you a banner. Depending on what color wall you use, it's going to depend what color banner you get. You can't have multicolor ones like that, or like that, or like that. All has to be 3 of the same color. So you got white there, or you can go black, or you can go and get some red. And this is going to cost you 5 of Terra and Aqua to make this as well. So once you got yourself your banner, they look pretty nifty actually. They do look pretty nice in the world. They've got really nice texture on them. That might actually be in my texture pack. But they do look really cool. And they do blow in the wind. As you can see, they're doing their little animation thing where they're blowing back and forth there. Looks really cool. There's one additional thing you can do with this though, and that is customize your banner. See, you see we've got a file of Senseless Essentia here. We can come over to this banner here and right click on it. The hitbox for these, by the way, is down on the bottom, not the top. It's down on the bottom, so make sure you click down there. But then you get this really cool little thing like that. You can place it on all of these. It's really nice. You can shift right click to take it off. You won't get your vial back, I don't think, but that's how you can clear it off as well. Cool. Let's actually grab some more and we'll see if we can show you some more there. What's an interesting one? Let's grab a little bit of Lux. We can put Lux on this one here. Looking nifty. Let's grab some Sano and stick Sano on the white. So you could use this as a hospital thing. What else have we got? Let's put some Ignis on that one there. So you can put all manners of different things on there. I'm not sure if you can put more than one actually. Let's try that out. No, it'll just swap it out. Okay. So you can only put one on there at a time, but you can sort of customize them a little bit, which is really nice. Definitely a really cool way to add banners into 1.7.10. I don't think there's anything else on that one. Yeah. Cool. That's it. Yeah, it just says about clicking the vials on and then shift right click and take them off like so. So cool. So moving on, we're going to have a look at the brain in a jar. So this one is a little bit complicated, bit of an infusion thing. Zombie brain, water jar, water bucket, and 2 spider eyes. And this is going to make your brain in the jar, and it's going to take 10 cognito, 20 examus, and 10 sensus. If you follow the recipe exactly, you should have a partially animated and fully malicious zombie brain. It retains some of the hunger it possessed as a zombie, and while it cannot consume brains, it still enjoys eating the thoughts and experience of those slain nearby. Given the jar a good shake will make it surrender some of its ill-gotten gains for your own use. Okay, it says down here for some reason off the screen, particle effects will be displayed above the jar when it is full. Okay, so there's nothing in there at the minute because there is no XPs and I haven't got anything. But basically this thing will store XP for you slightly. I'm not exactly sure how much it is. You can see up there in Walia it says experience 0. So you can chuck experience and stuff in there as well. Actually, I'll see if we can get a bottle of enchanting. There you go, now he's got 9 experience in him. We can chuck loads down, he's going to suck it all in there. And say, look, see, and then we're going to smack him around a little bit and he's going to give out some of that experience for us. Nifty, nifty, nifty little thing. Cool, so he's going to store a load of stuff up for you. Very evil looking thing as well. He follows you around, that's the creepy part about that one. So yeah, that's that little thing there. Nifty little piece of kit, stores some experience and a nice, neat little spot for you. And it's got a cool animation on it as well. Who couldn't want that? Sweet. So next up is Infusion Enchantment. I'm not really going to cover this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you can enchant things using Infusion. So if you want to repair, it'll take an Anvil and a Salus Mundus with whatever tool you want that enchantment on in the middle. And then you have to do it per level. So if you want to repair 2, you'd have to do the repair 1, which takes 6 levels, and then do repair 2, which takes 12 levels, so on and so forth. And it does it all the same all the way up. Like protection as well only costs 4 levels at the max. Haste is a little bit more expensive, so the better ones are more expensive and the not so great ones. Like you can even get Feather Falling for 4 levels. Well, a total of 10 levels, but it's still pretty good. It's pretty good, not for what it is. Obviously, it takes a little bit of sentient stuff to get up there, but I'll let you guys have a look at that yourselves. So the last piece I want to cover today is the Thaumium, what is it? Thaumium Fortress Armor, sorry. This is really, really, really cool looking armor. Right, let's go into here. Let's take off our goggles and we'll put a helmet on. And I haven't got any boots. I can't seem to find boots for them. So we're just going to use our standard Thaumium boots. Just place them on like that. Look how cool this armor looks. Look like a little ninja, man. And then you got the bits on the back as well. As long as you got your book on you, I think. Oh no, it still works even when you don't have your book on you. So you got your little book on your back. You got a scroll there. You're looking like a pretty badass samurai mage at the minute. Again, this is going to cost a little bit to make. That thing keeps making noises. It's creeping me out. But yeah, so it's going to take all your Thaumium stuff, which I showed you in the infusion stuff when we were doing the alchemy. When we made Thaumium, we can make it into armor. Now you can infuse that armor into something better. So basically, the normal stuff is weaker than diamond, which leaves you a little bit sort of exposed. This brings it up to the same defense level as diamond. But it's got greater durability and it offers additional protection against magic and fire. Biggest benefit, however, is that the individual armor pieces are designed and constructed to be worn together. Each additional piece of armor worn increases the overall protection offered by all other pieces and improves its visual appeal. As with most Thaumium stuff, it's very easy to enchant as well, so you should get quite a few enchantments off of that one there. Sweet. So let's have a look at how much this costs. So it's going to take 2 Thaumium and a couple pieces of Thaumium per bit, about 9 in total, and 4 gold bars and 2 leather and 1 emerald, and that's it. And then that does all of your armor for you, and which is pretty nice. And it's got diamond durability, diamond defense, which is increased if you wear the entire set. It's also got a much better durability than diamond, which is pretty nice, and it enchants better than diamond, so there's no reason not to go for this. And it's genuinely a lot cheaper than diamond because it only takes thaumium and a little bit of infusion stuff. And if you're set up nicely, then you shouldn't have a problem with that. Cool. So that's pretty much it. The only bit that I haven't covered, because it's not in the NEI and you have to craft these manually, are these 4 items here. So you can put your goggles onto your thaumium helmet. You need a slime ball and some goggles revealing with your helmet in the middle. And then you need some this and stuff. So you gave your goggles on top of your helmet. This will also work alongside of the faceplate. So you got 3 faceplates here, and they each do a different thing, and they each look really cool. So this, when worn, this mask has interesting dampen effect on those suffering from the warp event. While it does not reduce the number of events, it does reduce the severity somewhat. So basically this one is going to stop the warp effects from being so bad. You'll still get them, and they'll still be as regular as they are, but they're not going to be as potent as they normally are, so they'll be toned down a little bit for you, which is quite nice if you have quite a bit of warp and stuff going on. The next one is the Angry Ghost faceplate. When you're struck in combat while wearing this grand mask, the creature striking you has a chance to suffer a withering effect. Serves them right. So that's a pretty cool one. Run around with that, and then you'll wither things that, or have a chance to wither things that attack you. And then the final one is when you strike a the sipping fiend faceplate. I think I said face paint then. When you strike a creature in combat while wearing this mask, you sometimes steal a small portion of their life force to strengthen your own. The fact that you do this by supping, I'm guessing that's meant to say sipping on their blood, doesn't seem to bother you nearly as much as it should. You wonder if you should be worried about that. So this one might have a bit of an effect on your warp. It does have mostly harmless forbidden knowledge on it, as well as this one here, and this one's pretty good for you because obviously we're trying to get rid of warp with this one, and it's not fair for them to give it to you. Cool, so we're going to have a quick look at the bone bow. This is a pretty nifty one. Doesn't take a lot to make. It'll take 32 Bodicio and 16 air. This though, couple bones, entropy shard, and some string. The resulting weapon is capable of firing much faster than normal bow, and arrows launch from it travels faster and hit harder. Nice. You've also, bear in mind, you've got primal arrows on this as well. So it's a pretty nifty little tool there. But with your arrows, you can infuse them with one of the 6 primal aspects. Air arrows crackle with energy. They inflict smaller damage than normal arrows, but the magical energy bypasses any kind of armor protection. So it's sort of like a piercing effect if anyone has armor on. So that one's pretty nifty. Fire inflict pure fire damage and set their targets alight. Water arrows inflict normal damage, but chills your target to the bone, reducing their movement speed. So that'll slow any enemies coming towards you, slow them down a bit if you hit them with that arrow. Earth arrows, no special properties, but they do pack a bit more punch than your normal arrow. Order arrow does less damage than normal, but bypasses armor and leaves your enemy weakened. So this is kind of a little bit of an upgrade from the air one, which is pretty nifty. And the entropy shard does less damage than normal, but inflicts a withering effect on whatever it hits. Primal arrows cannot be picked up from the ground, and the infinity enchantment only has a 1 in 3 chance of preventing a primal arrow from being consumed. So you can't just make one of these arrows and be like, yeah, that's it, I'm done now, I'm just going to use that one arrow infinity times. No, you have to make quite a few of them. You've only got a 33% chance of it not consuming the arrow, so you are going to have to craft a couple of these. But they do have some pretty cool effects, so it might be worth looking into them. But I think that is it. If I've missed anything in the series so far, please let me know. But as far as I can see here, as far as my eye can see, I've covered everything in Artifice. So that means we're going to be moving on to GOLEMANCY in the next video, so make sure you guys all stay tuned for that. I'll go into this as much as I can. GOLEMANCY is very fun. If you've never used it before, then go check it out. Prior to this, we're going to do some ninja and stuff here, because little samurai stuff. But yeah, go definitely check out some of the GOLEMANCY, because it is really cool and it is really awesome. And it just helps with automation so much without using any power if you're at that stage of the game. But thank you guys very, very much for watching. Please like the video if you did find it useful. Helps out tremendously. Please subscribe to the channel as well if you do want to see more tutorials. And that is it. Have yourselves a very fantastic day. And I'll see all your beautiful faces in the next video. Goodbye. Bye.